Boom. That is me. That is Alex. What is going on, people? What's going on, kids? How you doing? How you doing? In the, in the house. What's up, guys? Mm, sorry about that. I want to talk to Sam's. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? We got an esteemed guest coming in tonight. I'm proud to announce and represent at this moment. Well, first of all, let me get a couple of sips and chugs in. How you doing? How you doing? What's up? As you cycle through, don't forget to click like on the way in. If you don't like it, click it on the way out. This is for adults, 420 friendly, adults only, you understand? So if you feel you're too young, please leave and click like on the way out. I'm going to be smoking, I'm going to be drinking. Cigarettes are also involved. So no children, no boneheads. What do you think? All right, guys, we're hosting a guest tonight. Proud to say. Let me get some proper sips and chugs in. I need to cheers over here. Big up for you. What's going on? What's going on? Come on down to the chat. Don't be afraid to click like. We have a guest coming up tonight. That's what's up, man. One of our esteemed community members is going to graciously volunteer some time and come up and speak with you. Bam. You know, that's nice, right? All right, guys. As I said, let's get it started. Cheers, cheers, cheers to those that apply. Don't start if you didn't. This is an adult channel, okay? It's 420 friendly. No boneheads, no children. If you feel you're too young to be here, please leave. If you like the video, click like on the way in. If you don't, click it on the way out. What is up, Ragnar? This is the wait a minute, let me get it right. The German Ragnar. How you doing, my man? How you doing? I'm doing good. Hey, we got a guest coming up tonight, brother. One of our community members that you've chatted with, you know? Probably another mod. I'm not even so sure because I don't need you mods to do anything that I don't ask, okay? Bam. Cheers. Man, if I excuse me, sorry about that. You're okay, man? What's up, man? Okay is never great. What's going on, man? Talk to me. As you cycle through people, please click like on the way in. If you don't like it, click it on the way out. What's up, Kathy? Hello. Kathy, cheers. This is an adult show. 420 friendly. I drink, I smoke. Might even talk some shit, but we have an esteemed guest tonight, so just respect all the way around, I'm sure. Member of the community, but nice to see you in, Kathy. Again, if you're not a child and things like that. There he is, Minnie. Bing. How you doing, brother? Cheers to you, sir. How's everything going, man? Hey, I shared in my community post, not for nothing, but you know, I shared your original song, man. That's the big deal, you know. Hello. So Ragnar, you're from Germany. That's you, right? Like I said, if you're doing okay, hey, you could be doing better, man. We'll talk about it. I know, I know, I know. I have that whole collection one, but I think I have extras. That's what I said. Okay. So when I send the book, I'll send you some. And I'll keep digging. But I'm sure I have extras because I had to cut the packs open to make my set, you know? Cheers, Minnie. Of course, man. Of course. You know, anything I can do. I appreciate that you know, if you make yourself available next week and come up and you actually really want to host the contest here, I mean, boom, 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 boom. I mean, that's you know, even better. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I saw you drinking a little bit, Minnie, but you know what? Be careful with that. You know, I'm not the lead singer. I'm the bass player. I can toast myself out, you know? You, the front man experience, you got it. Yeah. All right, Minnie. Bam. Thank you. Yep. You guys heard it publicly now. Please, guys, don't forget to click like, send the hearts emojis and Valentine's. And yeah, if we can host that contest, that's even benefit. Oh, Kathy, you're Rusty's girlfriend. That's even better. Wow. It's okay to drink. Oh boy. I'm just telling you, front man, you got to be careful. Uh, I guess, yeah, I'm being a silly goose again. Here we go again. Chill, chill. The wizard says chill, Minnie. I'm being a silly goose. You're right. So that's great. That's great, Kathy. Hey, do you live together? Um, for context, anybody who can just hear in, uh, Cindy is saying she's Rusty's girlfriend. Minnie's saying that he will come up next week. He wants to get some V cards with the book that I owe him, but all that stuff will come. Okay. Oh, you don't live with him? Okay, cool. So that's great. So you get to sit in remotely, or that's awesome. Philly goof. Yeah, I'm a Philly goof. I admit it. Oh shit. All right, I talk too much, man. Let me get an incense going. How about that? Let's clean the room. 4 hours away. That's wild. So this is going to be so great. So Minnie, my man who's coming up as a guest, his girlfriend is in the room, guys. Everybody else who's listening as well. As you cycle through, please click like on the way in if you like it, on the way out if you don't. It's not for children, so if you feel like you're too young, please back out. Cheers for everybody else, but don't start if you didn't. Well, you can do that, Manson. You can do that. I can't do that where I'm at right here. All right, here we go. I'll just do this way. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Kathy. I will be sending him a link to join in so soon, so soon. Just give me a minute. There you go. What's up, Rusty? Rusty, I'll be sending you a link to join in very, very soon. So what's up with you, man? I'm just trying to start it off right. Look, guys, I literally don't want to share any controversy, but I really felt bad because I was fucking late tonight. And that is to Rusty's credit that he has the patience he does, because Rusty is a scheduled guest, okay? And I was late. And I was late for more legitimate reasons, trying to get my children their food together. Excuse me, mea culpa 3 times for all the burps. So those were the legitimate reasons. But then when we were getting dinner ready and passed out, woohoo! The popcorn happened. A couple of the sons popped off on each other, guys. So, like I said, I don't want to get into much controversy, but there's always a potential for popcorn kernels to start going. Do you guys think? How do you think they discovered that? You think somebody was trying to hang a primitive glass window or something, and the kernels just started popping behind them in the sun, or something? Please explain it to me. How did we discover that you can pop the kernels? Explain it. Anyway, let me go in the background for about 3 minutes so that I can send our esteemed guest Rusty a join in link. How do you guys feel about that? Thank you. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do it anyway. Hold on. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Hey, no love lost. Okay. Mods, don't worry. You don't have to kick anybody out. I'll do my job. But Rusty says, hi, babe, to Kathy. Hey, babe. Back and forth. Yo. Good, man. I'm going to send Rusty that link. Give me about 3 minutes. Well, hey, I can't lie about it. I got to put this incense away first. So let me get that point. Oh, okay. Okay. That's what. Okay. So Minnie says first they were just corning each other, as cornhole suggests. And then they exploded in there. And then somebody was like, is that chocolate dipped? Because it looks delicious. Yeah, you're probably right, Minnie. Good Lord. I guess there's enough heat in there. I don't know. They say that the air you can get at home. Yeah, it gets hot in there. That's right. I don't know what temperature, but they say the air poppers you get at home are perfect for roasting like raw coffee beans. And as we say, coffee bean, it's really like a cherry seed. So thank you for that, Minnie. Oh, Minnie, by the way, not for nothing, man. Rusty's a fan. I think, you know, Rusty checked you out, and Rusty understands that you can't have this YouTube. I mean, the whole company would fold without Minnie, because Minnie provides the perfect entertainment for the stage. So you can't even have YouTube without Minnie. Now, please, people, click the like. We're gonna take care of this. I'll be back. I'm gonna put this where it lives, and then see, Rusty knows what's up. But yeah, I see people cycling through Rusty, and they will. Lookers and lurkers, let them go. Let them go. If you like it on the way in. If you don't like it, on the way out. That's all. So yeah, I'll be sending you a link. You don't have to join in right now, Rusty. So it's cool. I'm just sending it to you so that you have access in. Please send the hearts, Valentines, and emojis. I love that. All right, guys, be cool. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. It's your standard commercial break. Remember, drink your Ovaltine. What is up, Kev? How you doing, sir? Give me a couple. I'm still working on it. I mean, I might be looking Bush League here, but this is Bush service. You paid that much. Yeah. I probably froze for that amount of time and everything I meant to say. All right, guys. So the link's out there, Rusty. No rush, dude. Take your time, man. You're eating pizza, right? Keep eating that pizza. Hell yeah, Kev. Let's go for that, man. Cheers. Let me get this out of my way for a second, and then I'm with you, brother. Hey, the Broad Cloud TV giveaway that went on yesterday. Yeah, it's closed. It's out. It's been determined. There's winners. Hefe won. I know that. But anyway, when I won last contest or whenever, when I won a Broad Cloud TV contest, I featured all the products on this channel and I tagged them up. I did. But one of the things he sent me was raw tips. Now, I never used those before, right? But I started using them just as a matter of testing them out and finding out. And it turns out that I fucking like them. It turns out that I want them. It turns out that I have a new need. Cheers to new needs. Everybody, click like, send those hearts and emojis right now, and I'm going to tell you why. We have a very esteemed guest. It is Mr. Rusty. Um, I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable or put anybody on the spot, but you guys are about to see the man has some beautiful eyes. And let's welcome him in with full respect. Mr. Rusty coming to the stage now.
Yo, yo, yo.
How's it going, Rusty, man? How you doing? Cheers.
Hey, man. Good. Greetings from Mo, brother.
Oh yeah, he wants some more because he's up in Missouri. He's in Missouri, guys. What you drinking there, man? Looks like a real strong coffee.
You know.
Yeah, if it's got that little bit of red to it, it is, right? What's up? Oh, my darling lady's walking through. Hold on. She needs cigarettes. Yeah, the red ones. No, not today, but go get the red one. Because I didn't know because you just bought them. I'm getting in trouble. Can you take them? Okay. Okay. Hang on, hang on. Don't worry, no big deal. I'll be right back.
You there?
Hey, Rusty. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. My wife came in. She had a need, man, that I guess I messed up on. So yeah.
Oh, you're
So
good.
yeah, we're all good. Just let everybody know. Like I said, greetings from Missouri. Let everybody know what's going on.
Just chilling down here after getting everything done from the day and everything, and getting psyched up to come on and let you know what's up. Talk to
That's
the
right, man.
people.
That's right. I want to
Like,
tell everybody. Oh, don't look at the numbers, by the way. They change and they don't tell the
oh
truth anyway.
no, it don't
But
matter to
no,
me, brother.
I just want to tell everybody, as an esteemed member of our community in the chat and everything else, whenever possible, if the
Yeah,
person has the sort of fortitude and courage to come up and press live and join in,
right.
I totally encourage that. You guys, as you chat in, understand, I would love to have you up as well. So that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Like, tell
I
your story,
never
man.
done
That's
this before, so
exactly. And I want to encourage that. Just hey man, I know that you're confident enough to come up. So I want people to get kind of out of their comfort zone, and maybe you want to start streaming and just talk about what you're about. Everybody's day-to-day life.
dude, day to day life down here is crazy, bro.
There you go. There we go. You
Like,
got my ear. You got
like,
me. Let me hear you.
with
Let me hear you.
all the farming that goes on around here. Like, we have like three to four fields around us,
Right.
that are like constantly going with like beans and corn and wheat and rice, and and my aunt and uncle and my dad, they work all day, and I take care of the house and stuff. And like, when I was younger, well, I say younger, but when I was like between the ages of 8 and probably 15 or so, I did the carnival when it came into town.
Yes,
When I
sir.
actually lived into town. So
That was one of my first jobs because I didn't do the traveling one. I had a guy who was
right.
local. He had like petting zoo, he had train
Mm-hmm.
tracks, he had small rides.
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
lord, the carnival business. Then I got hooked into doing the other guys shit. And I was 8 years old, by the way, when I had that job,
Yeah.
when I started. But when I got hooked in the other guys shit, I was like, yo, because first of all, even with him, no matter how far it was, you only get paid for on hours, open door
Yep.
hours.
Yep.
So you might do 20 hours of work, 6 hours of pay, 4 hours of pay, you know. But when I started working with the traveling motherfuckers,
Uh-huh.
they just fucking lock it up. They don't pay you shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, come see me in my trailer. Yeah, okay, all right. Unless we're gonna
Yep.
get to a half a murder here, or, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm not getting
Yeah.
that. I'm not getting it.
Well, I
So
mean,
yeah,
a lot of the guys that I worked for, man, they were better than that.
I'm glad, but I'm saying
You
like
know,
when I worked with a local guy, it was okay. It was just you get kind of ripped off. But when the traveling guys, they would yeah.
yeah, but it all depends on what show it was too, though.
Yeah. Oh, these days are way different. When I was 8 years old, it was 1986.
Well, see, when I was 8 years old, it was early 2000s. So,
Okay. So when I was 8 years old and it's 1986, they were still
yeah,
gluing shit to the table.
right.
They were still putting cement in the bottom of the bottles. They were allowed to do that shit. Nobody cared.
They they still
So
do
this is a
that now,
different
though.
story now. They can't
They
do
s-
that now.
they still do it now, though.
Okay. All
Some of those
right.
bottle games, yeah, they still got it rigged.
Okay. All right.
It's
Well,
just
it's definitely
it's
not what we used to do is 1 for 2, 2 for 5. We fucking hustled
it's
everybody. It was ridiculous.
3 for 1, 5 for 10, or something like that.
Hmm. No, but we did it like even mathematically illogical. We said 1 for 2,
Yeah,
2 for 5. If they got the
yeah,
5, they would be like, I'm smarter than you, and I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna buy
right.
3 tries, but each one, so two each. So I get the 6 instead of the 5. Yeah, you're smarter than me.
No.
Good show, good show.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, you
Mm.
make it interesting though.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. You entertain. When people come up, there's like you field out the guys. Every guy
Yeah,
wants you to
yeah.
like he wants you to either be his best friend for 20 seconds or be jealous for 20 seconds.
Right.
Everybody wants you to appreciate their girl.
Oh
So
yeah.
don't
That's a
worry,
must.
be over because you would
Mhm.
think this guy's going to slap me. No, he's not. He's going to be
Right.
like, he wants what I have. He pulls his tie up and he's all happy and
Mhm.
shit.
And then the more money he pulls out, the more
The more she
particular
likes
you
him,
get. Mhm.
And I'll give you like 4 of these and say, hey, if you trade these in, I'll give you that one. But I'd rather
Yeah, you
have 4 of
trade.
these and spread it out, you know?
True. For the
Yeah, because 'cause they're
small
all
instead
junk.
of yeah.
It's all a symbol, you know? Like, I could be tomorrow, I got one of these, I got a pack of Mickeys today, but, one of these
Yeah.
Mickey's pictograms, what's this
Yeah,
worth?
what
2 cents? But if I
yeah,
hand it
give
to
or
somebody
take.
tomorrow and I say, "Hey, you wanna read this?" It might be worth 50 cents worth of their time. So that's
True.
I get that mentality because we started that early,
Well, yeah, because you never know what it could mean to somebody else.
Mhm.
That's just anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Like
sure, for sure.
there's a lot of these old timers down here, these old farmers and stuff. You catch them out and about, and you give them 2 minutes of your day,
Mm.
just to hear them talk about their old farm life and stuff, and it means a lifetime to them.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
to
Oh,
them,
yeah.
they're back in their early 20s and 30s.
Oh, I do that all the time. I mean, I at work, I get people in trouble, though, because 'cause they'll start thinking about their old am I doing here sometimes? It's not even my fault. I was just reminded that when they used to watch
Right?
WWE
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
and they just get mentality and then they're like, and I'm gonna smoke a blunt, like outside of the fucking manager's office too, like I
Yeah. I
used
know what you're
to. And then they
saying.
just get fired, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
What's up,
I was just trying to
Angel?
relate.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Come in and chill. If you're over 30, you know what to do, and if you have something to drink, join us. If not, that's fine too.
420 friendly all the way though. Hey Angel, there you go. Hey Angel, that's Rusty. That's our guest. And Kathy in the chat is his girlfriend. And Kathy's staring at those beautiful eyes again. You see that, Angel? Angel's got beautiful eyes too. She knows what's up. Hey, what
Oh
is up,
yeah,
Easton? What's up? How you doing? I think you're a returner, right? So I could probably trust you a little. We'll
a
see,
little.
guys. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. It's just the internet. Who knows?
Hey, that's how you had to do me, brother, with that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
dude
yeah, yeah, yeah.
roasting.
Oh,
Remember that one dude roasting?
Angel went through. Oh my gosh, I gave her like 3 hours. I rang her out for like hours because it wasn't my channel. I couldn't kick her anyway.
I got you.
So I just covered every base. Like, are you fake? Are you really Angel? Are you
Right.
Angel, the 12-year-old boy that they told me you were? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? So yeah, we had to go through it. And of course, what happens on the other side, right? Angel,
Right.
forever Angel.
But you
But
know how
yeah,
it
no,
is.
man, you gotta have a little skepticism about you.
Oh yeah, there's always skepticism. I don't have
And
I don't have I don't have most of the tattoos I got for nothing, brother.
yeah, my tattoos are all a charm bracelet. But that's because I'm kind of ritualistic.
Well, I mean, I am too. I
Well, I see
got
your
a
ring. I mean, come on, man, that's good enough. It's all ritualistic. Right on. What is that? An
oh
AK?
that
Is that
one
an
ring
AK?
next to the gold one. That
Mm.
that ring next to my gold one. That's a wedding band from a previous marriage. I just ain't took it off yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you feel about that? Something to keep, something to throw away, or something to pawn?
I don't.
I think you should keep
No,
it.
I
I think
may.
that part of your life has.
I'm gonna.
You guys made it that
I'm gonna
far.
keep it because it
Yeah,
was
I think if
special
you
to
made it,
me. I mean,
yeah,
it's 8 years. I can't just throw it away.
that's what I mean. If you made it to that point to make that commitment, it's a significant part of your life that's always going to be there. It's always going to influence the future.
Oh yeah.
So keep that memento. Keep
Well,
that.
I mean, my baby that's in here now, shout out to Kathy, by the way. She was, I met her when I was in that relationship, and we, started as friends and everything, and then it developed into more.
Yeah, right
I
on, right
mean,
on,
we're still in the beginning process, but, we've known each other for, like years.
right on, right on. Yeah, man. So, Angel's asking where you live now. Rusty, I know he's in Missouri, but Kathy is quite a bit of farther away from you. Yeah.
I live in the country. I live
Okay.
between two towns. But
Okay.
yes, I do live in Missouri. Rich, stop. I do live in Missouri.
Okay. 6 or more hours.
Yeah, it's roughly give or take.
Okay. Same state
Well,
though.
she's saying 6 or more years we've known each other.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
But
sorry. Yeah,
w-
yeah. Okay.
we only
But you
live
do have a
about
few hour drive.
4 hours.
4
It's
hours.
roughly
There you
right
go.
at 300 miles.
Same state.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because we were trying to, with our American educational lack of geographical knowledge, trying to figure out this country map anyway. Because when they were talking about Queensland and the top and the bottom, and you're like, whoa, that's so far away. Wait a minute, that's just a landlocked area. Hold on a second. Like, I mean, it's in its own
Well,
island. And it's
we're
like the US is not that much bigger. If you go to the center and go in every
yeah.
direction, it can't be that many miles. It can't
Well,
be.
where I'm at, I'm only literally 8 miles from the Arkansas border,
Okay. Okay.
and where I originally grew up at, I was only about 8 minutes from the Arkansas border,
And
and
she's speaking, Cassie's speaking of being in Springfield near Branson.
yep,
Um Angel
45
can
minutes
probably
away.
Angel can probably get to Branson in about 3 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
From She's from Pennsylvania, and like because the highway system, I think she can do that pretty
Yep.
easy, like 3 hours maybe. And that's
Well,
cool as hell because my wife and I, we want to go from like West Virginia, Gatlinburg, Branson, the fucking Mothman Festival,
heck
the
yeah,
fucking hot dog, Hillbilly Hot Dogs place,
yeah.
the hot sauce place in Gatlinburg. I ain't going in Graceland because I'm not paying shit, but at least I'll look at the
Dude,
gate and keep going. But then
you
in
can go.
Branson,
You can
I
go
just
to
go out on the street
Springfield.
try to find some tickets.
You can go to Springfield at the Battlefield Mall and go to a hot sauce store they got there and try hot
Yeah, they
sauce for
have it.
free.
Yeah, they have it. It's the Pepper Palace.
Yep.
But I want to go to the warehouse because
Oh,
they
I
got the
got you.
shit that'll never make it out. They got the shit that I want. You know what I mean?
I got
The
you.
pepper
Yeah, yeah,
mash
yeah.
that's never even gonna get out there. So
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But I
right.
mean, you know, I walked from Springfield to where I'm at now.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. How long did that take? I used to do
Uh,
that. I used to do 3 5 mile, even longer walks, and I
well,
was doing like 3.5 miles an hour.
we started at Springfield and we got when my grandma passed away when we first done it. We started in Springfield, me and my dad did, and walked all the way to Fordland, which was about probably 30 miles. And it took us all day and all night to get there. Well, all day and half of the night, and we got picked up.
Well, I found out that I maxed out, somewhere under 15, but above 9, because my calves would start to seize,
Yeah,
like in a
that
day. You know what I
I
mean?
hate that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
So,
and
I
my
mean, I'm
dad.
sure I could have trained myself to go further, but it was total utility. So the times that I had to do a 15 mile, I had
Yeah.
to prepare ahead, have some
Well,
Powerade Zero and some water the night before. And
it's hard to do, bro. I know when my mom passed away and me and my dad was walking to California, we were averaging probably anywhere between God without rides, we were probably averaging at least maybe 15, 20 miles,
mm,
before we would take breaks and everything because we would only stop when we have to.
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like 15 is probably a hard spot for most people because I was in decent shape at the time. I really was.
Yeah.
So, but you get dehydrated and the electrolytes flush. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
I
imagine,
mean,
man. I mean, as I mentioned to
I'm,
you before, like the people that I do know in Missouri and all, they're natives, right?
yeah.
So
Oh,
the
yeah.
land has been traveled back and forth,
Dude,
and it's like
yeah. The native
it must
culture
have been
down here is
amazing.
amazing, dude. Like, I
I mean,
mean,
you walk to California, there you go. See, so that's part of you.
there's been so many, like, there's been Cherokee, there's been, Navajo, there's been, Chippewa, there's been all kinds of tribes down through here,
And
and
originally, I guess they walked all the way from Siberia to get here in the first place.
they
I
did
can't imagine
originally.
that one. You
Yeah.
know, I hope they had sleds. They probably did. I know
Yeah,
they
they
did.
probably did.
They
Yeah.
they know what they're doing. They had sleds.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
fall down once and figure out how to make a sled.
Yeah, 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 totally.
I figure,
But
see, because I used to flip that sometimes. If I only had 3 miles to go, but I had to kill like 5 hours, then I go walk in the woods, like where all the roots and everything they bind you up. And I discovered there, they probably discovered music that way, because when you fall
Oh
over,
yeah.
sometimes you'll hear a vine go, and you're like,
Yep.
oh,
Yeah, you're like, oh,
yeah, yeah. So
there goes the new rhythm.
right there you go. So yeah, and I always listen to the birds for mine. I actually write music after I listen to the birds, because I know the birds around here so well that time of day songs, I know some of their time of day songs, like for
Well,
real. The little birds, I know
yeah,
when they go.
that's like me, man. Like for my calming down song and everything, like if, when I'm not talking to my baby or, some of my friends when I'm, jumping around on YouTube and all,
Right.
my calming down song is nitty gritty dirt band fishing in the dark,
Okay.
or my mom's favorite song, Don't Close Your Eyes by Conway Twitty. Or not
Oh hell
Conway
yeah.
Twitty, Keith Whitley.
Oh, okay,
That
I
was
don't
my
know. I don't
mom's.
know Keith Whitley. I mean, I love Conway Twitty, all of it.
Okay.
And Nitty Gritty Dirt Band back in the day, I knew about, but it's been so long. I probably had that album and don't even know. I only had like three of them.
Okay, well, do you know the St. Louis Cardinals, right? The
Yeah,
baseball team?
absolutely. Yep, yep.
Okay, you know their old pitcher Adam Wainwright?
No, no.
Okay, well he
Well, I
he
don't know
re-
the time period either, so it's kind
well
of
he
hard for
would
me.
be recent. But
Oh, see, I don't know. No, I don't. See, I peaked out around in the earlier
you
'90s
probably
because.
peaked out like around Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa era,
Okay, yeah. See,
back
that's
when they
later
were
for me.
playing. Okay.
That's back when you couldn't. That's
Well,
what back when you couldn't trade baseball cards anymore because people were getting in
right.
trouble. So I was like, okay, I'm out of this anyway. You know what I mean?
Well, Adam Wainwright, he actually became a country singer, and he's got a song out called Time to Fly.
Okay,
And that's my dad's favorite song. And
okay,
believe me, the way that man puts the lyrics together, it makes me cry, and I'm a grown man.
right on. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, listen, I cry all the time. I'm a grown man. I don't cry when we're face to face.
Well,
But if
yeah,
I if
but
I hear if I hear a piece of music, or I watch a movie or something
yeah,
and something hits me, or or
hmm
something happened with my kids or somebody else's
yeah,
kids, and I relate it back to my kids, and
right,
or conflict where, like, like I said, we're in a community here. It's like one
hmm
friend has another friend that really is fucking battling with
right,
me. So I'll cry just to say to
yeah,
that one, the other one's treating me like shit. I don't want
right,
to tell you because that's your boy, but
right.
I can't take it and I won't take it.
Well,
And I don't know how it's going to affect us,
you know
And
how
then
you were, yeah, you
we
know how
spoke
you were
about the
saying,
passing of your mother,
yeah,
yo. Yeah.
and you know how you were saying about the health issues and stuff too, though.
Mhm.
Like when you have stuff that, comes up with the health and everything, like the passing of my mother, when I had to have a large portion of my colon removed and my intestine and all, when I woke up, I cried for my mom,
Right.
because I was under anesthesia and I didn't remember at the time that my mom passed.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wow.
You know what I
Mm.
mean? And
Yes, sir.
I died for over 8.5 hours on the operating table.
Holy moly. How old were you when that happened?
That was 2016, so I was probably 26, 27, maybe.
And you died for 8 hours, like, just no response. Wow. You see, I don't know, man. I was recently
They,
speaking with my father. He says he's sure he has 2 years, and that is what it is. He had cancer that he went through. He didn't want to talk to me about it at the time, but now
yeah.
at least he can do that now, But I told him I don't know what it would take for me to say, okay, cut me, because I'm a do not resuscitate. I'm a non-organ donor. I don't know what it would take. And he was like, well,
Well,
what if it's life threatening? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I care. I don't know if I'm going to make that. You know what I mean? Like,
dude,
I'm a
I looked at
meatbag.
the, I
Hold up,
looked
hold up.
at
My
the,
daughter's coming through. You coming through?
yeah,
You
yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah.
Hold up. What's up, girl? Hold up.
It's
Probably the
Adam Angel. It's
sorry if you
Adam
heard a bad word
Wainwright.
there, but sorry
It's
if you had a
Adam Wainwright. Um, Time to Fly is the name of the song.
that's his father's favorite song, guys.
Yeah, but Angel was asking who sings it.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that. I was just reiterating because it was a little
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good, brother.
So yeah,
Not a
Angela,
problem.
she's always looking up the songs. She's now my agent because she said so. So 10% of all this that we make tonight is going to Angel, guys. I'm sorry to say. Um, stop with your words. Her brothers stressed her out tonight. Okay, go home,
Oh
Ari Don.
no.
Sorry, I had to get her to get out, man, because
Oh,
they
you're
stressed
good,
her out.
man.
They stressed her out.
Hey, Angel, if you get 10%, I want 2.5%. That ain't right now. Come
I know
on.
he gets the guest fee. It's like I always make sure that we handshake and we volunteered, so I'm not as responsible. But you go ahead and you can split some of your cut, okay? So that's you be give me some jobs. um, one of those blue pills actually emailed me and said, "You want to be an advocate?" And I said, "No, I'm not talking about anybody's dick. Nobody else's dick.
No.
Only my dick, maybe."
Right. And not even going to go there.
So I hit up 4 different companies because that happened, and I said, "Hey, I'll review your products on here," and
Yeah.
so only one of them got back to me. So it's a maybe. It's a definite maybe because they were like, "What is all your social?" I said, "I'll give you all my social. If you see anything bad, just let me go."
Yeah, but
But
see, the problem thing is though, like when you said don't cut or anything,
mhm,
like it got down to the point where when I went to my gastro doctor appointment, back before October of 2016, because they did it in October, I
mhm,
told him, he knocked on the door and I said, look, I'm done bullshitting.
right,
Either do the damn surgery and find out why I'm, practically
right,
bleeding when a guy shouldn't,
right,
or I'm going to quit coming. And he
right.
said, well, we got the surgery. We can do your operation tomorrow. And I
Okay,
was, and I said, okay, I'll
that's what
be
it
there.
took, huh? That's what it took.
Yeah,
Not they
because
didn't advocate for you.
no, because they were just throwing me back and forth between the gastro doctor and the gastro surgeon, doing colonoscopy after colonoscopy, test after test after test. And they were saying, well, there's nothing. And I'm like, okay, how can a dude go 4 months without having a bowel movement, pass a 4.5 pound mass, bleeding constantly, and there's nothing wrong? And I
You
just said,
meaning they were taking tests for materials and microbes and chemicals and they didn't see
right,
anything.
and cancers
But
and
it's
all that,
physical,
and
man. It's well,
right.
you look, come on, it's plumbing, right?
Hmm.
That younger guy who comes in here who says he's going to be a brain surgeon, hey man, he could be totally fake. I don't know, but I'll take his
That
word for it. But
see,
all I say to him is get in there because we need you because
see,
these people aren't looking.
we can take his word on that, but
Mm,
we got to look at it this way too, though. That young cat's only in his 20s. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? He's not mature as, as me, you, Angel, Minnie Manson and the other people, you know what I mean? And
right.
until and I hate to say it, until we physically see, a diploma, you know what I'm saying? Not throwing shade towards him or anything,
No, I'm
proud
not either.
for
I'm
him
just
doing
trying
what
to
he's doing, but it's
encourage it
just
whether it's a story or not.
right, yeah, but you know what I'm saying, facts are facts.
We don't know for real, no, and we're not
Right.
gonna, and that's
And
okay. I'm
we're
just
not
saying to
throwing
him,
shade.
if
Right.
you really are doing that, this is the reason it's important. They're overlooking
Kudos to
something that's
him.
right in front of their face. They're overlooking something that's physical that a
Right.
person like I, with experiential learning, will probably
Right.
figure out before somebody who keeps saying, "What's the case study? How come the
Mhm.
enzyme's not present?" You know what I mean? So we
Right.
had a guy like that. It was one of our child's therapists, and he was just wrapped up in
Mhm.
all kinds of like theoretical fact figure nonsense that just
I
does
hate
not
that.
translate. So, and he was also milking the company for sure because he's supposed to be a therapist, but then he'd
Yeah.
be like, that's interesting enough. I'm going to go home and research for 4 hours and charge the fucking company, and it's like, yo, if you're a
That's crazy.
professional like me, my job is
Right.
being me, right? All the
Right.
work I do, volunteer.
Well,
Everything I do to build to that being me and then presenting it to the
mhm.
world is volunteer. My research on my dime.
Right. But I mean, and see, that's like, earlier, like, when you said, getting your head together, for now.
I
I was
tried.
like,
Other things
I
happened, and then I
well,
was like,
yeah, but
well,
hey, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, I was ready.
okay, so it's like, okay, so this dude's trying to get his head on together. How do I get mine?
No, it's true because it's not a joke. It's a process. And if you want this thing to go smoothly, it's
Yeah,
not a joke. You take it seriously.
right.
Yeah, okay, they're not paying me, you know? Maybe I don't want their money, okay? But I want it to be quality. I want it to make sense. I want it
Yeah,
to have value. Every hour that we're on here to me
yeah,
feels like 4 because I'm
right.
going through all of that. But every hour that we're on here, if we can at least have 20 minutes of value, the world
Yeah.
will be okay. Smooth Keys has been in the house. I couldn't address, I'm sorry, but he's coming up next Tuesday. He's going to perform for
Oh,
us. And when
heck
you talk
yeah.
about, part of your chill for the day, part of my chill for the day is checking him out. And it's usually 30 minutes, 40 minutes of
Totally.
rehearsal. And I couldn't believe it. He just dropped one that was like 17 minutes. So it was super short,
Wow.
but that beginning was all bass line and it was like
Dude,
so hard and heavy. I was like,
I'm gonna
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna have
why,
to
because
check
you
that
burn
out.
yourself through in those 17 minutes.
Yeah.
You already delivered, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah, Rusty, Smooth Keys 793, man.
I'll tell you one guy I didn't get, man, and that was that dude that was on the other night.
Who was
That
that?
was that Johnny or whatever.
Oh
The
yeah,
one
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's one live I had to dump out on.
I'm sorry, don't worry about it. He's gonna come back too. But part of what he does is let's call it a kind harassment. I grew up with the guy, so
I
there's
got
a
you.
way. He does a very kind harassment. It's part of his comedy style, I suppose. We're
Right,
just
and
gonna have to take it every once in a while.
I understand. Hold on one second, brother. Hold on.
Sure, sure. Absolutely, sir. So yeah, guys, John Wayne, the guy I grew up with, yeah, he's from another
Uh,
planet, okay? Yeah, but I really there's something of value there, he doesn't make it easy to find. He doesn't make it easy to find. That's part of his style. And
hmm,
so we'll spread him around. Everybody
yeah.
has to be spread around anyway for the sort of variety spice of life anyway.
Sorry,
The tapestry.
sorry, sorry about
No,
that,
no.
brother. I had to dump out and get a country thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. I would do those, but my teeth
No,
are already gone.
this ain't pouches, brother.
No, no, no. I know. I never did pouches. No, long cut only for me because the tiny gets too. Yeah.
That's me. But see, I started when I was dipping. I
Hmm.
started when I was 8 with the carnival,
Okay.
and I started dipping a grizzly long cut wintergreen,
Yeah. Right on.
and
Right on.
that stuff became so expensive, man. It's like $8 a can almost now.
The last time
And
I bought Grizzly, it was one of those promotions where they were trying to get it rid of it super cheap.
well, see, it was back in 2019, 2020,
Hmm.
or little. I think like right after the lockdown,
Okay.
and
So it's like March 2020, basically. Like,
something
well,
like that.
April. Yeah.
Well, right after the lockdown got unlocked,
Oh, okay.
I went to Come and Go there in Springfield, and I asked for Grizzly, and they were like, "It's 5.39 a can," and I was like, "To hell with that!" And
Right. Right.
so
Right.
I saw Cougar
Right. Right.
230 236 a can, or 2 cans for 5.32.
Oh shoot, man. Yeah, well that sounds good, but Smooth Keys is asking Angel for a song request. That's amazing. She said she'll think of something. Smooth Keys, don't forget, man. They all want to hear the Beatles, so what
Dude,
was it? A Day in the Life. That's what they
day in the
wanted to hear. A
life.
Day
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Life.
yeah.
So Angel, if you want to hear A Day in the Life too, you could second that motion, but you know, uh do I have a request? Well, you're on the Oregon, so I want to hear the Doors like Alabama song a little bit. I mean, you already played Sweet Home Alabama, and I love it,
Right.
And I also love hearing On the Road Again, working out.
Oh
But
man, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
he.
yeah.
I think Smooth Keys ought to give a try on Alan Jackson's Chattahoochee.
There you
Put
go.
his
So,
rendition on that.
so is
The
that the? I never knew how much this muddy water meant to me. Yeah, I
Gonna
learned how to
learn how to
swim and I
swim,
learned
gonna
how to
learn
talk.
how to
A
love.
lot
A lot
about
about
women and a
living and a
little
little
about
about
love. Yeah.
love.
Yeah, I know that. Hell yeah,
Or
man. That's really yeah. So hear that out, Alan with Alan Jackson,
right.
Chattahoochee. Is that how, yeah, I don't know
Or
how to spell that smooth. I'm sorry.
I don't either,
Right.
but I'll tell you another one, and just to like listen to, man, and that's John Michael Montgomery's "Waiting on Letters from Home."
All right.
About soldiers that went off to like Vietnam War,
I definitely heard that.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, dude, that
And just to say to Ragnar, yeah, Ragnar Germany is cool, man. If you come back, that's awesome, man. Sorry, I
just
didn't
that.
mean to interrupt.
No,
He's just
you're
getting
good,
out.
brother.
When people say goodbye, sometimes they wait for goodbye. So you don't want to
Oh
leave
yeah,
them
yeah,
hanging, you know? So
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
we'll
sorry
get on
about that.
another one.
I didn't even recognize that either. That was my bad.
No, it's okay. No, like I said, all the like sort of planning and stuff, like if you don't do it, it doesn't go well. So
Yeah, but I
when people
mean,
come up for 2 minutes and they get dropped down and then
yeah,
they try to come back and then they say, I'm going to restart the stream. And so
yeah,
we never know what's happening on the other side of the glass. I could
right.
disappear, freeze, sound like shit. I have no clue. So you
Shoot,
guys have to tell me.
I may have to dip out for a second. You know what I mean? To do something.
Oh, okay.
Not
Well,
saying I would, but I'm good for a little while still.
right. Yeah. Yeah. No, life goes on, man. It's nothing. I'm just saying, like, you try to plan your best because live is live. And I really appreciate this for two reasons only. I only did this starting 4 or 5 months ago. Never really thought of it like that. But and there's also okay. The third reason is you don't edit, so it's a lot
Yeah, I
easier.
mean,
That's the
but
third reason. But the first two are they let you say not for kids, right? And when you go live, it's not like it could be, let's say, cable access level show.
I
But
got you.
it's not like the 80s where you needed 20 people to man the phones, put out the fires, you know what I mean? We could
Right.
just do this. I could take my phone, go by the lake, maybe I'll get a signal and me and you can talk.
True, true.
And not
But
only that, but your girlfriend, she could live 4 hours away and come talk to you live too.
oh, he getting on you, baby. Joey's
I'm just
getting
saying.
on you. Joey getting on you, darling.
It's only one, there's no real threat. It's only one guest at a time. It would have to be another day. So
Oh, I know, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, we
yeah, yeah, yeah,
FaceTime
yeah.
all the time. I see her pretty eyes all the time. So that ain't no problem
Good
there.
for you. Good for you. And all these people see yours. I don't know, man. Mr. Will's not in the house. He's missing out because I know he likes to look. To see
Hey,
that?
tell me.
Look, he fucking showed up. He's probably been there a whole time. See his
Oh,
eyes, Mr. Will?
come
Yeah, I
on,
know you
Mister
like to look.
Will.
What's
Come
up,
on,
Ella?
Mister
You need to come
Will.
through? Okay, my son needs to come through. Give me 2 minutes.
All right.
You speak of Daddy Will, and then he appears.
Oh no, Daddy Will on that stalker motion. What I'm looking at, Mister Will, you're something, brother.
Mr. Will, I use this paper device so my children can walk by in privacy, or when I want the guests to have main stage, so I don't accidentally kick them out because I'm blind and old.
Well, the blind part maybe, but not the old part. Oh,
I
there
got
you
children
are.
your age. No, I'm just kidding.
There you are. There you are, Mister Will, looking at you sniping.
I see that. Yeah, once you called his name, he just showed up. There you go. Oh, thank you, babe. She loves your eyes. See, you got them eyes back and forth. See,
Oh, I
and
know.
yeah, I was calling her out just because she can come up and speak to you, and even if
Eh,
you don't see it, I'll bring it up.
yeah, she, dude, I tell you, man, that woman has been through a lot, just like my ex-wife, man, and the things that me and her talk about and everything, dude. It's like got so much special meaning to me. Like it's remarkable, man. Because it's like I lost a wife, but I gained another best friend. You know what I mean, and all that. I mean,
Yeah, we
it's
go
just
through
you know what
phases,
I'm
man.
saying.
We go through phases so that relationship change. Mr. Will, this is Kevin Fisher up here. This is Kevin Fisher. He's with Stupid. He's with stupid. And what's up, Miss Nerd? I'm gonna
Uh-oh,
get a.
there
We should have streamer shirts that say I'm with stupid and they point
heck
that way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's
And have like a
there's
YouTube logo so you know what it's
there's
about. You know
Mrs.
what I mean?
There's
Just
Mrs. Nerd.
Miss Nerd, man.
She's in the
What's going on?
house. She's in the
What's
house
going
with
on?
that wrench.
Yeah. So, oh yeah. And
So
Mr. Will, you can have one too.
is she a 2 year wrench, or is she a full age wrench, or
She's
just
37.
picking
She's
on you. I'm
no, no,
just
no.
picking
She's
on you.
I don't even like to call people by names,
I
but I mean
know.
by ages, but she's
I'm
37 years old, so you know.
she's still young. I was just trying to get the joking about the wrench age.
Oh yeah,
Like
I know.
is she
Man,
a
people
baby wrench?
no. Oh, just because the other guy, like, because he could not. I mean, he could just be making all this shit up.
Because he wasn't cool.
And he also said he wanted to look different. So I say, well, that's like a
Yeah,
bandana. See, that's a little bit, you know. Hold on.
dude, that shouldn't even be right.
I
Like
think
you
it,
shouldn't.
I think it freezes me out when I do a wrench. So I apologize,
You're
but
good.
I'm just saying, like the thing is, people are so sensitive about wrenches, and
Yeah,
then they go rogue. You know,
right. The
so it's
sniping
like you don't know
constantly.
people. They don't look. You won't send me your email address. Maybe why should I give you
Right.
a wrench? Think about it that way. You know,
True
like you're
that.
that scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Angel's got
Ba-
the wrench because she's one of the
yeah.
first 5 people that watch my shit.
Right. Babe,
So
you don't have to boast your age on here, baby.
yeah. But that's
He was
cool.
just
No, 50's
kidding.
cool. I'm 46 and 2 weeks or so.
Well, hey, happy early birthday.
No, I mean no, it's past. It's past. It's past. We already celebrated, man. It was cool. It was cool.
Oh,
No, it was April 12th. It was April 12th.
you already celebrated like you did May the 4th be with you.
Well, kinda, yeah. No, I mean I celebrated it here. We did the midnight. Minnie Manson sang
Yeah.
Happy Birthday on midnight.
Dude, man, I'm telling you, you know what Timu is, right?
Yeah, my wife messes around with it, but she only uses burner cards. She won't use a real account.
Yeah, but no, she don't have to use like burner cards. If she goes on there and plays that fishing game where you feed the fish and stuff, or
Okay.
you get people to send you likes, you can win free gifts and stuff.
He's saying, oh, okay, she was right there. She said she knows. She was listening
Oh,
in,
okay,
so
cool.
she said
But
she is
yeah,
on it. She said thank you though.
yeah, that's where I got this hat at that I got on now. Hold on.
Oh yeah, and she got our son into it too. He ordered a couple of things too. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
So we
Then I
got
got all
Mr.
twisted.
Fisher. I mean, this is Kevin Fisher, but I have to call him
All
Mr.
right.
Fisher because we got Kev C.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, just for that clarification, because
Yeah. I got
Kev
all.
he's in Canada in Alberta,
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
he's here all the time. He also on my phone, and good man, very good man.
So what do they say? Do they say A or something like that, or is it
Oh yeah,
A
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting because I did grow up with a lot of this because I was down by the hockey place, you
yeah
know. So when I talk to him, it's so great. Like sometimes on the phone, because I'll use my Canadian lingo and I'll say, was that a good one? That was Canadian, and he's like, it sounds very natural because I've done it forever. So, for example, I was like, it was just a Raz. I was speaking with him, and like he's like, yeah, it sounds normal
yeah
from you. And so, but yeah, A is very heavily used sometimes, but they know
right
it. So it's one of those things that's almost
yeah
like
yeah
it's almost like a sort of a keychain cutesy thing, and so
right
sometimes they'll embrace it, sometimes not so much. It's like you say
well
shrimp on the bobby to the Australian,
yeah
and
to
then
the Australians
they might be like fuck you.
right. Well, I
I don't.
mean, that's like when me and you talked on the phone, like before we went, I mean, like actually physically talked on the phone, not backstage. But I
Oh
think
yeah.
I called you, didn't I? Or
No,
did we
we
just
we
talk
we we
backstage?
texted and we texted and we talked
Oh,
backstage.
okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, did you know how in the backstage, right?
Hmm.
like when you first heard my I guess you can call it slang or twang or whatever,
Right, right.
and then you came in there for a minute, like I had to focus on like, okay, what is this dude even
Why
talking
did I
about?
shift? But that's
No,
musician. That's why.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? What is this dude even saying?
Oh
And
yeah, it was too. Yeah.
then when you switched over, it's like, oh, this dude like got on my level somehow.
Well, it's
See,
like the way
like,
you mentioned that song, I know that song, you know what I
yeah,
mean? So it's the whole musician thing. Like when I was 3 years old, my mother had a sock darner, those things that you're supposed to fix your socks on. It was wooden,
yeah,
bulbous thing. And I thought it was a
right.
microphone, so I started singing. And then I
Well,
picked up my sisters had guitars,
mhm,
which they were fake hummingbirds. I wish I had a real hummingbird, but they were like Sears
right,
ones. And they took 1970s um what's the name? Kenny Rogers guitar on
yeah,
TV lessons. And so I
right,
took those guitars, I converted them. I made one into a bass. I took a skateboard rail,
yeah.
cut it like that, put it under the strings so they would be like boop, boop, boop,
Well,
boop. They were all muted. And the other one, I took a battery and put it under the strings and it was like ring, ring, ring.
yeah.
And so I had my whole like instrument thing, and then I had a electric organ. And so like I've always had that language of music, and then when I hear people talk too, same thing. It's what comes up. It's like when
Right.
when Keys is on, I'm like, what's going on? Because he
Well,
says, what's going on?
see, that's like with keys, you know what I mean? Well, and you too. Like down here, we'll say, like you say brother. Like
Right.
down here, we'll say bub or bubba or
Bubba.
sis or sissy. It's
Yeah.
just our terminology of, saying, hey, what's up, friend? Or how's it going? Or, like, hey,
It's all
sis, how's it going? You
colloquialisms.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's all colloquialisms. They're local to the area. Like when
Yep.
I go to like where my mother's from in West Virginia. Um,
Hmm.
well, I used to work in roofing. I did commercial
Oh,
roofing,
God,
right?
I hated roofing.
Well, what we used to put on the thing before the pebbles, it'd be called tar. But
Oh,
if I'm
yeah.
in West Virginia, a tar is the thing that rolls with you in your car. You know what
Yep.
I mean? And I know
Yep.
what's up. They might put something in
Yeah.
a poke. You know what I mean? But I have to know what's
Yeah.
up to navigate the world. And it's just because of my obsession with sound and all, sound and
Yeah.
language, I suppose. Because
Right.
music also, like they say you have this what auditory cortex that you
Yep.
develop in your brain, and so
Hmm.
it relates to everything else. You become
Right.
better of a filtering knowledge sort of situation.
It all depends too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, but
on like on the music and everything.
it does, but the work makes you process things in a live way,
Yeah.
and that's different, man. So like even meeting
Right.
my wife, we had a couple of years of friction where I was just like, you're not on
Hmm.
it. Like, because I'm an accompanist, and like you're the drummer. It's like you're late. You're late. You're not on it.
Yeah.
Like we're live. You know what I mean? Like you're late.
Right.
So yeah, it's like friction with the civilians.
A lot of people down here, a lot of people down here, they got like different like conflicts on different tattoos and stuff. Like people see sleeve tattoos,
Right.
like this, and they're like, "Oh, that's gang related." No,
Or
you
prison,
know,
right? They think prison for
well,
sure, right?
90% of it. But see, my mom and dad, when I graduated, they said, "Do you want a car, or do you want to finish your tattoo sleeve that you wanted?" And
There
I
you
said,
go.
"Well, I would like to finish my tattoo sleeve." And this represents everyone that has either died of an illness or died
Hmm.
of suicide or died in the war.
So you have
Getting
nothing but a tapestry of tribute and of humanity. But if somebody
right,
sees it, they assume that it's the sort of antisocial element, the gang, ism,
right,
and it's not even
right.
close. They've totally
No,
missed the mark.
right. And like the only tattoo that I got that's even strictly related to jail is that the 13 and a half.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know about that,
That's
man. No, I don't know if
it's
I want to know about.
it's 12 jurors and one judge and a half-ass chance of getting away with it.
Oh, beautiful. Okay,
You
very
know what I
poetic,
mean?
very poetic. And all jail tattoos are poetic. They really are, and it's a beautiful thing. But like I said, did I want to know about it here live? Maybe, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because some of
Well,
them are pretty
yeah.
hard. Yeah, but
Yeah, but
that's a
nah,
good one. Yeah,
there's nothing, there's no
right,
tattoo on me that's, reflective of that.
right.
Like
No, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think
like
so.
I got my tribe, my Samoan heritage, and
Right on.
most of my tribe right there.
Okay, okay. So that's
Most
Samoan heritage. And you said you're Blackfoot.
Cherokee and Blackfoot.
There you go. All right.
Cher-
Well, there you go,
Cherokee
man.
Cherokee on my grandma's side and her dad, and then I'm Blackfoot on my mom and her dad's side.
Right on, right on. Yeah, a lot of people when I am in Appalachians and stuff, they will tell me that they think maybe you're Blackfoot, but they don't know like I'm
Well,
Italian and German and like that's it. Because
see,
it's so
I'm
clear. We know who everybody is. Like I don't
yeah,
need to get a test because we know who came here, where they lived, and
right.
who they are. It's not
Yeah,
that
I
many.
mean,
It's not a
I'm
convoluted
also
history.
I'm also Dutch, Irish, and German. Through my dad.
Right, right,
On
right,
my dad and my uncle's side, I'm Dutch, Irish, and German through them.
right. Yeah.
So I'm a little bit of Heinz 57, you can say.
Hey, there's nothing more American than that, right? But
True.
as far as like what goes on now, it's like this is the time for tribes to like come together, not fight with
Oh
each other
yeah.
anymore, man. All that stuff's
Right,
been
right.
silly. That stuff's
Yeah.
been bad, man. I had one of my friends that well not grew up with, but high school through. It
Mhm.
was like musically associated because she was in the art community. Um, she was a very prominent AIM lawyer, and she
Okay.
recently died a few years ago. But
Oh my gosh. My
she'd moved
condolences
to
and rest in peace.
absolutely, yeah. And well, I mean, worse that it's so mysterious to me, but whatever. And as young
Yeah,
as she
yeah.
was,
Right.
but I know a lot of people from the area who, as natives, they could go and take advantage of education by moving to
Mm.
someplace, North
Yeah, yeah,
Dakota
yeah.
or so.
Yeah, yeah.
And my friend Brian, and then he's been on here before, Brian, and he'll come back. But
Okay.
he was mentioning, oh, well, I went in Lawrence, Kansas to school, and I was like, well, shit,
Okay.
I know a guy who cooks in Lawrence, Kansas, another native.
Right.
And he was like, where? And I was like, Curtis Hall. And he was like, that's where we fucking ate. And I was like, holy shit, like this shit is amazing. You know what I
Heck
mean?
yeah.
Like from 20 years before to 20 years later, you
Yeah,
guys have
yeah,
that
yeah.
connection in the middle.
Right.
His wife, specifically their tribe, his wife is from Riverside, California. He's from where I'm from in Cheverly, Maryland.
Oh
And
wow.
they're the first marriage of that same tribe in like
Okay.
110 years
Dang.
because most of them are too closely related.
Yeah. See,
So,
he was born in Redlands, California. So,
what's up, Mr. Fisher? How you doing? Oh, I
he
called you Mr. Fisher. What the fuck? This Rusty. Sorry, man. I know. I just caught that because I said, "What's up, Mr. Fisher?" Oh, this isn't Kevin because holy shit! I just caught that. I was trying to talk to Mr. Will, and I fucked that up. I'm so sorry, man. That was just a glitch. I'm dyslexic, guys. I must understand.
uh
These are both sevens. I don't know which
who
one's an L. I'm sorry.
who knows where Mr. Will went. He may be duking in and out.
He might have thought I was fucking crazy, and then you know what I mean, left because I was like, "Hey, there's Kevin," and I'm like, "No, it's not." But it
Eh.
was totally a glitch because I was
Well,
worried about
yeah,
those other things, man.
dude, I'm dyslexic too, so that's like right now I got the TV going in the background,
Right?
and trying to
Does it
keep
help you? Yeah,
yeah, and
I like to have sound.
I'm trying to keep the puppies, quiet in the back with my dog and all that, and everything. I mean, they're doing good now, you
Well,
know.
my wife and I were both dyslexic, and she's dyslexic and left-handed, so things are very difficult for
Ooh.
her. And then and like when we were dating, she'll sit down and like want to sit
Yeah.
next to me, and then the stuff will come, and I'm left-handed, or she's left-handed, and I'm right-handed, and
Yeah.
we don't know. So then you
Right.
pick up the fork and like bump elbows, and you're like, shit.
Yeah.
I guess we sat in the wrong
Dude,
order here. You know what I
I'm
mean?
dyslexic and ADHD, so like for me to be able to like focus this long right now is like amazing to me. Cause
Good,
like I
man. That's
usually
what we're
have
gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull you in. We're gonna use a very short rope, and we're
yeah,
gonna make
like I
sure that you
usually
focus.
I'm watching TV, I'm watching YouTube, I'm like 50 million things at once, and like on Netflix, I probably got 30 different movies going, and I've maybe only finished like 4, and
Wow.
I'm in the middle of like 8 or 9 of them.
Right, right, right. For sure. For sure.
And then
I try to control my stuff and cope and everything, but I don't hate being dyslexic because
I don't either.
if I have to read something twice, I really
Yeah,
remember it a lot better. So I don't care.
right.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
what'll happen is you got the metro system, right? And I'll get on the rail train. The
Mhm.
the the chairs face both ways, and you got to go
Mhm.
on one or the other side of the platform. So
Right.
I'll convince myself I'm on the wrong train, get on the other
Yep.
side, and then sit in a chair that faces the wrong way, and I have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I worked
Right.
at UPS where you had to go pick stuff from this line, turn around, and put it on the right side over there, the correct side, I
Oh
should say.
wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But my left is over here when I'm over here, and when I turn
Mhm.
over there, it disappears. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
had so much trouble like navigating that.
Yeah.
And people are just like think it's funny to be like, "What are you dyslexic?" And I'm like,
Right.
"Yeah, yeah, it's not
Well,
really that funny."
see, I don't know. Like, I don't know
What's
if
up,
you
life?
play. I don't know if you play video games or not.
I stopped in 1992.
Okay. Well,
I've
see.
revisited some of my NES, but I stopped on specifically the Punisher video game of LJN, which was like
Right.
a scrolling
Yeah.
target that you shot shit with.
Well,
But that was the
see.
last one. I rented it and I quit.
See, like the level of gaming I'm at now, like now they don't have the book where it tells you what controls to use and all that. We're used to it did. Well, I would look at the controls and then, I would be good. Like now, these new games that are out, like all I got to do is learn the controls once and I'm good to go. Like I don't need the book, the instruction manual, or anything like that. I learn it as I go.
Right.
Once I
Well,
get the
yeah.
basic controls, I'm good.
I mean, and that's the same kind of muscle memory you use to play an instrument because you start to get used to where your fingers should be for all of those things. What's up,
Okay,
life? Thank you very much for the thoughts. And Nerdwitch, thank you very much
Hmm.
for the RIP. What's going
Call it
on, life? How you doing, brother? Life
Call
says
it
Call of Duty. Call of Duty. That's
Call of Duty. That one, life. It's kind of controversial on that because the storyline, yeah, they're good and consistent, but the controls are more controversial than anything because like in Call of Duty Vanguard, for instance, life, if you played that one, the controls are set the way they should be, but the storyline jumps from from where they call modern to way back in the past to the Battle of Midway, and then a little further on than that. War nowadays, it's they start out modern and they jump to 50 or 60 different storylines. But it's a good game to play, though.
yeah, and one of our better therapists that we've had, for the children,
Hmm.
he was always in those games, and it was just his way to blow off steam. So a lot of times it would be shooter, and I think he had a special controller and stuff like
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
you can get those, but those are like for you to spend so much for those motion caption controllers are not, they're it's more of a hassle than anything.
Right, right,
Because
right.
say you get a shooter game that controller is not compatible with. You know what I
Ooh.
mean? And then, you then what are you going to do? You're out whatever amount of money for something that's just going to be sitting on your mental. or in
Right, right,
a,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, I guess in any game, and I know because my kids do it this way. They find their area, their niche. They have a community, the people
Yep.
that they talk to on the headsets. They do it at a scheduled time, essentially. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so, I guess in their case, they would know what game they're going to every night. So if they just
Yeah.
needed that gun that fit, you know what I mean, then it
Mhm.
would work for them. It would be a specialized tool, but it's not like
See,
a wrench you could use everywhere. It's a Nintendo screw,
I
which is a
can't do that.
triangle. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't
well,
do
they
those.
do, because
I
like you
can't
said,
do those
maybe you're
communities.
more your mind is more restless, like you said, so you're
Yeah.
searching for all these different sources.
Yeah, I
When I,
gotta
I
I
try to cope, but when I was very stressed because of the fire and the hotels and shit we were doing, I was
Mhm.
listening to like five things at once.
Mhm.
And my wife came in the room and it was five fucking things. And to
Mhm.
hear her, I told her my apologies because I have to turn off the best one. It's not because all this chaos is going on. It's like because
Yeah.
this one was the best one. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Like
But
I can't really handle that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Like if there's like too much stuff that like starts to get to me or something, I got to figure out a way to like censor something.
Well,
Like to,
you need your control with those like eight movies that you have out there. It's like I can go back to them when I want. You need the control of that
yeah.
situation. But as
Yeah.
far as like somebody, if their game is their thing and they get the
True.
specialized equipment,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah,
it just
yeah.
matches. It's
Well,
like
yeah.
if you're in D&D, you got to get the right dice or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh
Whatever
yeah,
it
I
is.
used
Yeah.
to be that way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to have like special dice and all.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
like
still have a friend. He's big into Warhammer, so he still gets space alien like miniatures and paints them and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff. I mean, he's a couple years older than me actually. 1976 he was born,
right. Well, I
but he
mean
still does that. And he
like
plays
I
Metal Gear. He plays Metal Gear
yeah.
however far they went. I don't know. I don't know if
Oh
they have a
god,
new one.
they're way up there. But I told my aunt, like I like using Zippo lighters.
Hey,
And
Error's back. Error's back with I think it's a slightly different name, but working at the fish place. Like I said, that's great. Just wear rubber and clean yourself off before you go home. What you got there?
my aunt I told my aunt that I live with now, my aunt and uncle, that
Hmm.
I like using Zippo lighters, and she went out and found me this Zippo with my astrological symbol on it.
Oh, okay. And that's a crab, so that's a Cancer, yeah?
No, that's
Oh,
Taurus.
that's a
It's a
Taurus.
bull.
That's a Taurus.
Yeah.
I see it now. See,
See?
I thought that was the tail up there. Now I
It
see it's a
is.
Taurus. My
Yeah.
father's a Taurus. My father's a Taurus.
Yep, I was born April 28th, 1992 at 11:38 p.m.
He said, well, life works at a fish plant too, but we
Right?
haven't got it popping yet. So good shit,
Mm.
bro. Yeah, yeah. He also said the tourist boats came through and disrupted all the waters. And I said, well, damn, man, where are the boneheads going to get their rotten fish guts from, to make that
Right?
oil? Where are they going to
Right?
get it? Because they will. They'll destroy the whole ecosystem by running
Yeah.
through and having that rudder go, and all the
Mhm.
things that were they were set to be nests or growing or
Yeah.
whatever are now just thrown to the wind, and something else is going to eat it.
Well, I
You
mean,
can't
I read
can't
a
stay long because you got to get up early. Thanks for the advice. Hey man, error, come back anytime, but I think you're just trying to ask me or say that I don't work hard enough because I don't fish fro, but I fish fro. Trust me, I fish fro. Don't worry. I fro fish all day, bro.
heck yeah. Yeah, I read an article, I think it was 2 days ago or something about like I think like near the coast of Norway or something that the whalers are coming back and starting to, poach the whales and stuff.
Mm,
So like the Coast Guard and all are dispatching ships, to get over to try to catch those guys and everything.
right, right. Yeah, man. And and they have a big problem with the Japanese that'll go out in coastal
Yeah,
waters
the
and do that.
pirates and all that, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. They've been doing these things for 4,000 years, or about taking the
Right.
blubber off of something or something. I don't know, man. Who's gonna
Well,
stop them, really?
it's because their vomit. the well vomit is like worth so much money, and
Mm.
like it's supposed to have like so many like healing properties and all that and stuff like that. It's like some
You
type
know
of
how
culture
medicine
thing.
works.
Oh
You know how
yeah,
medicine works, man. Mostly in your head is where it works. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If you
yeah,
believe it. And one of my favorite things when I was in college for anthropology,
yeah.
it, it- one of my favorite things is they were talking about, like anthropologists who would reach to remote tribes in Africa, and that
Mhm.
these people would have just normal symptoms we do of flu, cold, headache, whatever. They give them
Right, right.
pills. The people put the pills in the bag. They didn't fucking swallow them. They put
Mhm.
them in the bag and carried them around. And they were like,
Yeah,
"I'm not
yeah,
putting that
yeah.
shit in my mouth, man. What the fuck are you
Right.
talking about? If it's gonna
Yeah.
help me, it's gonna warm my heart or whatever.
Right, right, right.
So it's and look, we do have relatives in the pharmaceutical industry, but if you really look into what's going on now, you can't
Mhm.
even trust those pills you get.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have a book from my grandmother. It's about 110 years old,
Right.
and back in the day, they used to sneak knowledge into a novel.
Mhm.
So it's framed as a novel. But
Right.
what it really says is if you're not up here in the frontier of
Mhm.
America running a fucking, pill mill, soda
Right.
shop, you're an
Mhm.
idiot. That's what it says. Because we can sell anything, dust
Right.
to these people, and you're an idiot if you're
Right.
not doing this. That's what the book says. And she gave it to
Hey,
me because within my family, everybody in her family that read it, they all signed the front.
yeah.
So at 110 years old, I got like eight
Right.
relatives' names signed in it. But the
Hey,
premise of the
give
story, once I read it, I was like, wow, that's pretty bold. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Hey, Joe, give me 2 minutes, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Typical commercial break. Everybody, drink your
Yeah,
Ovaltine. Don't
just
worry.
2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. No problem. Mr. Fisher, I don't know why I had that glitch and called him that. I apologize. Because I want you to come back up too. That's why. Smooth Keys is gonna come up on Tuesday, man. Smooth Keys has been soothing me every day. Have a good break with that, man. A good tea break, guys. How's everybody doing? Don't forget to click like, send the hearts and emojis. He's coming back in a couple minutes. Brother Rusty. It's coming up on July 31st this year. Smooth Keys, you got a birthday coming up. Sir, I don't know if you mind, but how old are you going to be at the end of July? Guys, don't tell anybody. This isn't public or anything. I'm going to try to run a fireworks stand. I'm going to try to run a fireworks stand just for 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that goes, man. That's going to be a funny, funny, funny situation, I think. If I can make it happen. And, I'll try. I think that man is on a BRB. That's all good, guys. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, no, I wasn't. Cheers, cheers.
Yo, Mo back in the house because he wants some mo.
He wants some mo up in Missouri. Smooth, Smooth Keys wanted you to know, Brother Rusty, that his birthday is coming up July 31st. And
Well, rock on.
right on. That's right. And you know what? Smooth Keys will be coming up on Tuesday. Everybody who hasn't, subscribe. I listen to him every day. Get my break, man. I mean, every day
Heck
that he
yeah.
uploads. So
Yeah.
thank you. All right, son. What's
Yeah.
up? You need to come through or just hand me that? Just hand me that. It's just garbage. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're good, man. So what you know, Mr. Smooth Keys 793? Everything good with you, my brother? But it's like what you were saying, when you jumped in, and you said, give me a few minutes to, jump out and throw the join in link and everything, and I was thinking, how you said, well, give we'll give him a little bit of time, and he
Yeah.
can jump in when he wants to, and I was thinking, well, now's the time, like get
No,
all the
yeah,
jitters out
of
of the
course.
way, you know what I mean?
Sure, man.
Like,
Sure. I
dude,
just I would prefer, first of all, to make sure everything's cool and everything works, meet
right?
people
Well,
backstage. This is for
Right.
everybody who wants to get in, and
Yeah, yeah.
because I want everybody to stream. I want
Right.
Rusty to feel confident to come up on his own channel. It only takes 50 subs. About
Dude,
39 I had, of my subs were family members that I sent phone
I don't
messages
even
to.
I don't even think I have any subs, dude.
Well, that's okay. We won't even advertise it yet. He's got nothing to advertise. Again, folks, that's a
Well, I
win. That's a
mean,
win.
yeah, like I got videos saved like to my to my watch list and all, but like as far as like really uploads and stuff, like I
Not
don't
yet.
know, like yeah, it's like one of those things, where I'm at with like my anxiety and my bipolar and stuff. It's like, like what do I do? You know what I mean? Like how,
Yeah,
and
I'm
that's
sure
like
everybody thinks that, and a lot of people, like I said, one of the reasons that we're all available is
yeah.
because we're dealing with some or another thing that puts us at
Well,
home, basically, in a way, whether it's
right.
family responsibilities or mental issues,
Well,
physical issues.
I mean, and that's like, when I saw your live, you know what I mean? And, I came in and you asked me if everything was okay, and when I came in on my birthday and everything, and I was just listening and then and then that next live, you asked me if everything was okay and all, and I was like, do I say anything or do I just let it go? You know what I mean? And then it's like when
It's hard for me. I want to stop right there because it's hard for me to even give you the advice. In my
yeah,
life, in my experience, I
right.
take my shot. I will
Yeah,
take my shot. But then
right.
people say you're crossing boundaries here and there.
Right. But you didn't
But
though.
with no, I did, I guess. But if I understand what my intentions are,
Yeah.
I don't care. Because I know
Right.
I'm not jumping in to fuck up your spot. I'm jumping in
No.
to try to add some value to life.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was getting at. You actually helped me out when I was like having a tough time. Like when
I
I
believe
was
that.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, and
it's
that's
like,
why I said even with the other guy, if his story is so fishy, even the other guy's literally a fish story.
yeah,
Whatever. If it's fishy, that's fine. Let me give him the respect to
right,
hear him out. Because if he really is dealing with something, I don't want to let him down. You know,
right,
I had a very young person, I think, act
yeah,
like I let him down. This guy's mean. He didn't hear me out. You know what I mean? But if you
right,
said something off color, and then he came back. So
yeah,
he said something off color, I guess, that got him a 5 or 10 minute ban. So when he came back, he wanted to make a point to say, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm like, you came up here to say you're done and you're leaving. Do you know how petty that is? Just
right,
leave. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I did not do you any wrong. I didn't even ban you. I just said,
right,
you said something off color. You need to think about what you said and come back. So, Brother Keys
right.
will be grand 31 years old at the end of July. And as I said to these people, don't tell anybody. This is not public. It's a total secret. I'm going to try to run a fireworks stand.
Eh,
But if I
yeah.
do, obviously there'll be videos, and I think that'd be funny as hell.
Uh hey brother Keys, man. All you gotta do is get with Joe and good night, baby. Love you. All you gotta do is get with
Good night,
Joe, brother
Kathy.
Keys, and he can shoot you my email, brother. Just
That's right,
between
man.
you and him and me, and then you can help me figure out a way to link my channel to you, because I don't know how to do that yet.
I'll help you with that too, man. You know what? I
Yeah.
mean, literally, like you said, we thought we had a phone conversation. Not yet, but we will.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
And
mean,
then
my
we'll talk about.
mind.
No, no, no. It's cool. I'm glad that you appreciated my text or email as
Yeah,
much as a
yeah.
phone conversation. That's fine.
Yeah, that's just that's when my mind gets to thinking and all that, dude. It's like I confuse a text or an email as as a phone conversation.
Right? And I'm glad I can finally exonerate myself. You told
Yeah,
Keys that I was Keys. So now I can say that's why I didn't mean to say that that was Kevin Fisher. It's the same glitch. We share it. It's toxoplasmosis. He probably
true
had a
that.
cat.
True that.
True that. That's what it is, man. Man, you've been up here for like an hour and a half, man. You said you could
Hey,
do
it's
3 hours.
I can
Mm,
do whatever. I can do whatever, man.
not me. Mm-mm.
However
Too
long
much
you
work.
need to do. Hey,
Nah, I don't
however
know.
long you
I'm
need
not.
to do.
I'm not putting a number on it, man. No, 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 no.
I'm
It's not
not
about
either.
that. I was just telling you, like,
Yeah,
you've had the fortitude and courage to come up,
yeah,
show your face out, talk. This
yeah.
is why I think, again, the community, you're welcome in. I want to come have you in. A whole
True.
diversity of people is very important to me.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
guys. Everybody has different specialties. It's not always going
Right.
to be your cup of tea. So just hang in, and like he
Yeah.
said, quite honestly and straight up, if I have to, drop out, drop out. Don't worry about it. Come
Yeah.
back, man. You're always welcome. Don't say any
Right.
shitty thing to the other next man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just be
Right.
cool, guys. Keep it real, man.
Oh yeah.
That's all that
But
matters. That's all that matters.
I mean, like the only time that I would like have to duke out, like if we're on for a little bit longer or something, is like if the dogs get going too much and I gotta get them to quiet down or give them water and everything because I gotta make sure they don't wake my aunt up or my uncle.
Yeah,
Because my
absolutely.
aunt she's a light sleeper and my uncle he's a heavy sleeper, but still.
Right, right, right. Yeah, no, no. Always respect, man. The first thing that's important is your family that you live with,
Oh yeah,
obviously, because you wouldn't survive without working together, man. This is the fabric that weaves us together that
nah,
makes life possible. No
yeah,
man is an island. We definitely with the way they do shit now because they
w-
raised even your wages, but look at what they did to the food.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
but
So then they gave you a little more wage, but then the food went.
yeah.
What are you going to do
I
about
mean,
it?
technically my work because I ain't afraid to say it, man. I'm
That's
on
cool. I know,
disability.
and don't be because
You
remember, a
know,
lot of people
I
are. A
mean,
lot of people are.
I'm dude, I'm on disability. So technically, my job is, taking care of my aunt and uncle's house while they're at work, watching the animals, getting to watch TV, and when my aunt gets her PlayStation fixed, be playing PlayStation again. But
Right,
my basically my job is, to help out around here is watching the house, make sure everything's safe while they're at work, and all that kind of stuff. And then like on weekends together or go to the movies and stuff if we have
right, right.
but there's days where like tonight before me and you went live, my aunt, we're watching the Planet of the Apes series, before we go see the new one,
Right, right.
and that's like tonight we watched, I think it was the 1968 one or something like that, because we watched the
The
newer
Dr. Zayas,
ones.
the Dr.
Yeah,
Zayas movie. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I don't know
yeah.
what
Now
year. I have
we're
no clue.
well, now I think we're up to 1971 is the
Okay.
one we watched tomorrow.
Right on. Yeah, I know
So
they made so many, man.
we're progressing, up to the newer ones.
When are you gonna go see the new? I mean, is it like a release out in the theater coming up?
It's already out. I think we're gonna go this Saturday.
All right on. Yeah.
I
Well, you
think
better
is the
catch up.
plan.
Yeah. And see,
Well,
that's the
because
thing. I'm telling you what, man. I respect that because your house is going to be so complicated with the family. They all go different directions. You got to keep everything
yeah.
up. You got the animals. Now you got to have time to watch the rest of that series, even to make it on Saturday and get there in time. So
Oh,
it's
we
always
do.
like trying to do four things at the same time
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
And there's
That's
just not
like
enough space. So I want people to just feel comfortable. Like, when you were going through
yeah.
stuff, I want to hear you out. Like I
Right.
said, for these other people that it may sound fishy, but let me hear
Yeah.
them out because if it is real
Yeah.
and I can help them and connect with them, then
Right. And even even with like Andrew, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe next time he comes up, and I'm in, like not as a guest, but I'm in like in the chats or something, and like you read his question out, maybe, I might could text him something that might could help him,
there
in
you
the
go.
chat or whatever, that he could read.
That's what I'm trying to grow, man. Everybody, that's what I'm saying. You're being introduced to Rusty. Rusty, if you want to tell them your last name or the last name that you use, please do. I don't think I could pronounce it really.
Hey, you can
So
give it a shot, brother, and then I can correct you.
I'll call it Mr. Rusty.
All right, that's fine.
That's my
But
shot right there.
it's pronounced Van Vactor.
Okay. So that looks like Dutch.
It is
Okay.
kinda.
It
I
looks
mean,
like Dutch.
I'm not really for sure like the origin of it or whatever.
That's what's crazy about my last name. My last name is an Italian word, but
Right.
it's so much more common to be French.
Yeah,
And like I'm so far from being French. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like it
Like
really has nothing.
you can look up that meaning on Google, and it gives like, I don't know, like so many different things. Like there's like, we've tried to look up my family crest, and there's like 8 or 9 different like variations of it and everything. There's not really like a true origin of that name.
Right on. Totally understand. And
Like,
Smooth Keys, I hear you, brother. We will certainly send you that email with I mean that text with his email for sure.
yeah,
Because you guys get in
and
contact, yo. And
see,
life is
that's like,
awesome. Thank you very much, man. And yeah, if you're talking about what we were talking about, just about building the community, giving people confidence to do this.
yeah,
To go live, oops, you got to jump through. But I'm telling you, the 39 people that I pulled from my family to do that,
yeah,
they don't fucking watch me. My families and friends, they're not my fans. They don't want anything
yeah,
to do with this, you know, and they never have,
right.
but they're supportive. So
Well,
it'll
I mean,
happen. It'll
my aunt
happen.
wants
You know what I mean?
my aunt wants me to send her for me to save this on my YouTube after you post it.
You better tell her it's triple X. It's a fucking triple X
She don't
adult show, man. You
she
know,
don't care. She wants me.
I don't know how
She
she gets down. Some of them old
dude
ladies be some of the, you
dude,
know.
she's about the same age as me, brother. And she wants me to save it and then share it to her via text so she can watch it. Cause
Well,
she
I'm not taking it down, but what I'm going to do is when we get done, because I just put Esteemed guest,
yeah,
because who knows what's going to happen when I go live.
yeah,
When I leave, I'll go to my computer and I'll link
right,
your
yeah,
name. So
yeah,
everybody, when you want to sub up, so that you can give him his first, 12 people
yeah,
foot in.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Please sub up on the title. I mean, I know you already
right,
watched it, right? And I know some people will watch it later. That's just the nature of the shit.
yeah,
But please, guys, I will put his link in the description. As far as his at YouTube, you
yeah,
guys please sub up. He doesn't
right.
have to come live. It's all up to him. Not everybody's made for it. Not everybody wants it. Angel doesn't know, right? Angel, like just be my agent, Angel. But you're welcome anytime, But I knew when I saw him, I was like, oh no, he's got the headphones on. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep,
And then it sounded good. And so that's what I'm going to tell you,
yeah,
other creators, as advice. Meet people
right,
backstage. Don't go live. Meet
yeah.
people back. We went live for 2 seconds, by the way, Rusty. When I said goodbye, I
Oh
clicked go
dang.
live and I was like, oops, and I deleted it. But I'm not deleting this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, man. Actually, it's probably at the
looks like
almost
we. Yeah, go
oh,
ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I was saying like at the almost 1.5 of you being
Yeah,
on, it's
yeah,
probably natural time to wrap it up. But I wanted these people to know that
yeah,
also to have time to say goodbye to each other. Thank you
yeah.
guys for coming in and supporting. Send some more Valentine's likes emojis. The people who are cycling through. I know you didn't click like, but
Well,
that's okay. My record is low. What you
looks
got?
like we got a very esteemed guest.
It's an
She just
alligator.
wanted to come in and say hi too.
Looks like an alligator to me though. But
Do what?
man, I've seen
Nah,
that. But my mom's a vet,
this is
so
Clover.
I've seen that. But that
Yeah,
thing is so chill. I've usually seen that on the table. Like,
yeah.
that thing is chill.
This is Clover. This is gonna be the new mommy of the house.
Right on. How you doing, Clover? Man, you look chill.
She's like,
I'm
I'm
telling
good.
you, my mom was a vet, and when I see a
That's
dog that well
that's one of
behaved, it usually had a tube in its mouth.
yeah. She's she's one of my that's one of my best friends during the day when my aunt and uncle are at work.
Hell yeah, man, that's
She's
great.
yeah.
Just
She
just
when
keep
I
that
fir-
whole unit tight, man. Keep that whole unit tight. What you got going
oh
on?
yeah.
Like you
Yeah, like
said,
I was
when I talk to you, I'm not a musician or something, but that's okay, man. You're
yeah.
you're one of us, and they need to see you. You have
Yeah.
that courage to
Dude,
show yourself out here.
I'm just like I'm just a down home country boy, man. Like, I have anxiety and all that stuff, but you were one of the first people to like out of the two people I went on live to, you were the only one that like really like said anything to me. When I typed in the chat and stuff, so I was like, fine,
And
forget all these other people.
well, I don't want to hold it against them so much where they have the streamers where the text rolls by so fast that
No, it was
they're probably victims of their own success already. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like who can keep up with that? I'm not gonna do that. I'm
No,
not
it
gonna
was
be
like
here while that shit's flying by and pay somebody to mod. I should be an online DJ again. I used to do that once a week, and that's all I need to do again because I don't think YouTube's gonna
yeah.
give me a good deal anyway. And I can't play music here, so fuck, man. I'm bored. Just kidding.
Yeah, but
I love every minute of it.
it was like only maybe like one or two people, like
Yeah, they
at
don't.
the
Yeah,
most that was in these lives, and it
that
was like
that
maybe
actually
the host.
engage with you.
No, like they didn't even do that.
Okay.
Like I would say, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" And then it would just like go on and on and on and on, and even the host, and it's like, man, okay, whatever, see you,
Right. Yeah, they
you
don't
know,
value what's going on. They don't value
and
it.
yeah, and then your live, I popped in, and it was when Nate or whatever that other dude that was on there, when he was questioning about the age thing. It's like, okay, let's go.
Hmm. It's kind of, yeah, let me not say it out loud. No, I'll say it. It's kind of interesting, man. When you actually have to field like the weird stuff, it's
Mhm.
almost like fun because you have to address everything specifically. And they
Oh,
put you
it's
into some,
dude.
I never really
It
thought about that yet. Hold on, give me a minute to chew on that. I don't know exactly how to. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. Like, give me a
it's
minute.
all good. That's like when he did that, I was like, okay, okay.
Right. And
If the
you're not
host
the
is
only one,
cool,
man. I
yeah,
know I keep like I don't want to be aggrandized, so I keep like pushing over, but you're not the
yeah,
only one. People they scroll through and it's not just me, but they see like a
right,
chill channel and they feel like, okay, maybe I can get down there and communicate. I'm not seen as a number. You know what I
hmm,
mean? Like in my chat log, you're not a
yeah,
number. I want to foster the chat. You guys are the most important thing because you're here when
right,
I'm out getting my beer. You're
right,
here when I'm deciding I need to figure out what to take a picture of today as
yeah,
a thumbnail. You're here, you know what I mean? When I'm
right.
like, I need a prop or something. You're
I mean,
already
and
here, so you're more important than me.
yeah, and that's like, dude, like because I got your channel top pinned on the top four people that go live. Like I have you, and then I pinned Minnie Manson and a guy that's the same age as me. His handle is Mr. Freedom. He's pretty cool. You should check him out. And then I can't remember his kayak catfishing is the other one.
Right on. Right on. Well, there you go,
So
man. See? Now, you know what? See, this is a thing too. We only have so many people in our corner of live here. So the other people that you're down with, you know what I mean? Like we need to
yeah,
meet them too. We need to spread
yeah.
those seeds out so that we can cross
Oh
breed,
yeah,
and
I catch Mr. Freedom on again, man. I'll throw him your channel and be like, hey, go check this channel out, man. And he's really laid back, bro, and and check him out and see what's up.
yeah, and let him know that you know what? I would love to host him as a guest because
Oh,
everybody's got a story.
he's freaking awesome, dude. Like this dude is freaking
Yeah,
like
he's too good, right? He's too good to come on. I got you. I got you. I heard you.
well,
You're right.
he's
It's
not
okay.
like he's not like me where he has respect to have a shirt on.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I
He's
did. You know
not.
what? You know what? My friend Kevin, man, he loved this too. But I did a shaving stream in the fucking motel,
Oh
and
heck
I was
yeah,
miserable. But I did it like this, because I had to be.
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be proper and respectful.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not showing anything.
Yeah.
And it was a silent because we're
Right.
stuck in the motel. All the kids are
Mm-hmm.
asleep, all of them in a small
Right.
room. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here just like
Dude, that's like
just disappointed with this bullshit they gave me. You know what I mean?
yeah. But it's like that whole saying that how we were saying that no sleep till Brooklyn thing. Dude, man, that when you got off, man, dude, I looked that song up. No,
Yep.
girl.
Yep. Yep. That's. I mean, we grew up on that shit. Oh, it's gross. Yeah. See, Now
dude.
I get the
Just
comment
trying to get
gross.
back to my
See
roots
how I
and
get the comment gross? My whole point was I'm just trying to be respectful and have some fucking decorum. And then I get called gross. You see how that goes?
oh well, yeah, I see that.
You know, I mean, come on, people. That's you
Uh-oh,
got
no,
it, you got it all wrong. What I was telling you is, yeah, I know and I appreciate the fact that
yeah,
I'm not going to disrespectfully represent
yeah,
myself towards you and assault you. So I'm telling
mhm,
you how I can retain some decorum. You know what I'm saying? So,
right,
and then you're going to call me gross because you're somebody else who doesn't already like me using one of my friend's initials. That's who the fuck you are.
mhm.
So guess where you go? Home,
Snipe.
bitch. Home, bitch.
Goodbye.
So I'll leave the link up. You can grab it from my channel.
Oh yeah,
All right.
but
What's about the pizza? A dash of cinnamon powder. Yeah, man. We grew up on fucking cinnamon toast because, we were born with problems. So fuck you too.
yep,
Your grandmother didn't make it for you. I fucking feel bad for you, bitch. Eat some
right.
fucking beanies and weenies and grow a pair of nuts, faggot. Oh, I
Eat
didn't
some,
say that. Damn, I gotta delete the end of that shit. I
eat
meant
some,
bundle of sticks
eat some Vienna sausages.
and drink that fucking water, weirdo. All right.
Mm-hmm.
No, they do that up where they do that up in West Virginia. And I'm like, yo, you drink the water? Oh. But whatever, whatever.
Yeah,
She
but
called
no,
me
I get,
clowns, but yeah, no, I fucked up. I gotta go anyway. But
yeah, I get what you're saying. You know,
but if she could take that one word, I guess we'll make it. That's just an '80s word we're not supposed to say here anymore. Because I didn't mean it about anybody's genres or orientations at all. I meant it that you're fucking lame.
right? Meant that you shouldn't have like came out with like that kind of comment and stuff when you were only trying to be proper about showing like respect to yourself and to others on the stream and everything.
It's
Like I
all
was
good,
saying
man.
about
It's all good. No good deed goes unpunished, they say. Don't
right.
worry about it, brother. We're good. We'll be back next week.
Oh yeah, and shoot, that's like me, man. That's like me. Like every time I come on, every time I come on, like in the future, you know what I'm saying? Like if people don't like the fact that I'm going to have my hat on and my headphones and laying down chilling, then fine. It's all on them. I'm
Yeah,
just a down
yeah.
home country boy. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't
okay.
need
So
anything to look cool.
to be of order and what we were speaking of, it's like, the other communities that let us know or let them know
Yeah.
about us so that we can all cross pollinate,
True, true,
have some
true,
fun
true.
together,
Yeah,
or just
yeah,
build
yeah.
build more bridges.
Build more
So that we
bridges
don't live
instead
by
of
the
burning them.
family, we live by the clan. We live by the,
Mm-hmm.
group.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have to take my leave, man. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it if my guests step themselves down. I think there's an X somewhere, but if you can't, I will.
Uh, yeah, I got you, brother. I just want to say to everybody,
Why? Yeah,
thanks for having me on and let me talk for a little bit and hang out and all that. And I amazed myself. I was on for almost an hour and a half. But
that's what I said.
we'll
That's
we'll
taxing,
catch
bro.
y'all
It's taxing.
right, and
We
we'll
keep
catch
people
y'all.
up here sometimes, man, because I go nuts and I'll like pull the
Yeah,
keyboard back out, and
right,
so we'll keep people up,
but
and then find out, tomorrow they're
right,
like, "Where is so and so?" And I'm like,
yeah,
"We
but
kept him up till 3. We fucked up the next day." You
well,
know what I mean?
it's 10:18 here, so I'm gonna start, winding down and probably watching a little bit of TV and everything and all that. And thanks for having me on, and thanks for all the people for welcoming me in before I went live. And thanks for all the positive thoughts and everything. And thanks for letting me come on and everything, and for giving me the distinct honor of being a mod. I wasn't expecting that, and I appreciate that. But I'm going to go on ahead and dab out, and we'll always talk to you later. Peace and love. Hit that
All
like
right.
button and give the hearts and valentines. And if you didn't like it on the way in, you can like it on the way out. Deuces.
Thank you very much, my man. Thank you very
All right.
much.
Later,
All right,
brother.
Rusty. See you, man. Yeah, Nerd
See
Witch.
you,
Thank you
brother.
so much for the support. Thank you, Kevin Fisher, for the support. Rusty's up in the house. If you have any trouble letting yourself down, I'll help. All right, there he goes. So, guess what's up, banga? So, you know what I mean? Like, that all went good, except for me with my spicy word. Whew. And fuck the fuck, you know. But anyway, it wasn't any genre or any judgment. Good night, everyone. As Rusty says, you got about no seconds to say goodbye, so say goodbye. I care for you all. I believe that life is going on for a smoke stream. So if you guys want to go catch up to Life is Awesome, go do that. Rusty, I will be linking Rusty's link in the description of the video. I burped, so mea culpa. I apologize 3 times. I'll see you later. There's so much love in the house. Peace, people.